Is that wonderful, huh? Well, let's thank Mike Adams from Mike Adams Barbecue in Salem. He's in the back of the room. This is his whole crew. Thank you guys. It was wonderful. And thanks to Dana, Bill's lovely wife. How does she put up with you? I don't know.
Is that when your wife puts up with you?
Yeah, I know. Dana and her.
The glorious big huge screens, they had the Noah's Ark and 1,000 kids singing hallelujah. And I said, I kind of thought to myself, if only our nation could glorify God like that, if only our nation could be blessed more with God's Holy Spirit. You know, it's and I want to, later on, if I can find it, I'm going to play it to you, because right now, Bob's supposed to have the floor. But Thomas McDevitt at the Washington Times, I admired him. I got to know these men at the Washington Times. Chairman of the board for the Washington Times. In my own words, I will read what I wrote, because I want to say exactly what I mean. Man I've ever met, he is a man of godly care, looks for God's Holy Spirit in every man, with a vision to find new possibilities and new leaders by nurturing people and new leaders. By working with him and using God's Holy Spirit, he energizes and organizes men around him who treasure similar principles. Tom is also the president of the Universal Peace Federation. He believes in changing the hearts and minds of Americans. His strong Christian faith in God is impressed in me and my life, which has opened my mind and heart to witnessing to all faiths, including other nations. I saw many religions there, which is opportunities to witness to other religions. I also met great political leaders of Korea, some of which I met with personally. And anyway, I have, since Bob couldn't be here, someone, I believe, I will say, heisted his passport. So he's still in Korea, I believe. And he needed, by the time he got that back, he couldn't make it here. So, but he did say some words for us, and I'd like him to play those words, if you might. Please, sir.
I'm Tom McDevitt, chairman of the Washington Times, and I just want to say a heartfelt hello to my dear friend, Dr. Ames Curtright, his lovely wife, Dama, and Bob McEwen, and all my friends there in Oregon. I'm so sorry I can't be with you today. It's the gathering of eagles, and I'm so grateful that this is going on. We're living in such a critical time right now. I've always felt that Ames is a man who has a deep sense of patriotism, but it's a unique patriotism that I think all of you resonate with. And I'd call it providential patriotism, going back to his ancestors, Fisher Ames, and his amazing career. I'm so glad you're all gathered here. The Washington Times is committed to freedom, family, faith, service, and citizenship, and I encourage you all to take advantage of it. It's never fake news. It's always solid, like a lighthouse in this critical period that we're in right now. And I just am so glad to be friends with all of you and hope you have a wonderful, wonderful conference. I want to leave you with a quote from Abraham Lincoln. It was in his first inaugural on March 4th, 1861. The end of that inaugural, the last paragraph, given just 2 weeks after Jefferson Davis had been pronounced as the president of the Confederacy. So we had a nation that was splitting apart for real. And he said in that last very famous quote, that last paragraph, I loathe to close his speech. We are not enemies but friends. We must not be enemies. Though passion may have strained, it must not break our bonds of affection. The mystic cords of memory stretching from every battlefield and patriot grave to every living heart and hearthstone all over this broad land will yet swell the chorus of the Union. When again touched, as surely they will be, by the better angels of our nature. You there, citizens of the Pacific Northwest, mostly from Oregon, I understand, California and Washington and all over, let the better angels of our nature guide us as patriotic, providential leaders who can bring God's Spirit and affect those all around us. God bless you for this day. I'm sorry I can't be there, but my heart's with you. And may you have a wonderful, wonderful experience. Thank you.
Is our camera ready to go for, ready to go? Is it, yes?